Hi lovelies, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I am going to be sharing with you on how I made this beautiful flare dress. So keep on watching. So these are the measurements that you will need to make this dress. I have my fabric folded already, but I'm going to use a pattern paper to demonstrate on how I folded this fabric here. So as you can see, one end of the fabric is open and the other side is closed. So to fold your fabric, you're going to fold the fabric into two, like you see. I folded the pattern paper into two and then I went ahead to fold it in a bias form. If you watched my tutorial on how to make a 180-degree flare, you would understand this better. So this is exactly how you are going to fold your fabric for this flare dress. You fold into two and then you go ahead to fold in a bias form like this. I'm going to demonstrate again so that you get it right this time around if you didn't get it the first time. So you fold into two and then you go ahead and then fold in a bias form like so. So now that we are done folding the fabric, we are going to go ahead and I'm going to mark directly on this fabric. So first thing first, I'm going to place my shoulder measurement. My shoulder measurement is 7, but I made it 7.5. The 0.5 inches is going to be for the sleeve, joining the sleeves. So that is what I marked there. I marked 7.5 and then I went ahead to mark my neck width. And then the neck depth for the back is 1.5 inches and then the one for the front is, I think I went by 4 inches because I wanted the front neckline to be deeper than the one of the back. So that's exactly what I am marking here. So depending on how you want your neckline to be, you can mark yours as you desire. So from that edge where I marked my shoulder line, I'm going to go down by 1 inch to create my shoulder slants. So I go down by 1 inch and then I connect that 1 inch to my neckline in a straight line. That is going to be my shoulder slants. And from there, I go ahead to mark my half of my armhole. And then I created a straight line. And on that straight line, I marked my bust circumference and added 1.5 inches for the sewing allowance. And then I went ahead to connect my armhole. So after that, I'm going to place my tape on that shoulder line and then I'm going to take the length of my dress. You should also take the length of your dress as you desire. So my dress, the length of my dress is 38 inches and that is exactly what I am doing now. So after marking, I'm just going to go ahead and cut out my fabric. So as you can see on the shoulder line, I'm not cutting directly on that line that I have marked. The extra allowance there is going to be for joining the shoulder. So I'm just going to slash this side that is closed. I'm going to slash it open and then I'll take out the back pattern out and then I'll work on the neckline for the front pattern. So afterwards, I'm going to go ahead and cut out an interfacing that I'm going to use to finish the neckline. And that's because this dress doesn't have a lining. I'm not going to use a lining to sew this. So I'm just going to cut out an interfacing that I'll use to finish the neckline. And that's exactly what I am doing. I'll do that for the front and for the back as well. So after cutting the interfacing for the neck, I'm going to go ahead and place it on the main dress pattern, and then I'm going to place it right side facing each other, and then I'll stitch the neckline by a quarter of an inch. And then after stitching, I'm going to notch that area. I'll do that for the front and the back, and then I'm going to iron it out so that it will lap very well after stitching. So this is it. I'm gonna head to also iron it, and that is why it's looking this neat. So the next thing I'm going to do is to place the front pattern to the back, and then I'm going to join the neck. So to join the neck, this is how I usually join my neck so that the finishing will be good and fine. You wouldn't be seeing the rough edges after stitching. So you can look closely so you see the way I am going to place it, and then before taking it to my sewing machine to stitch the shoulder. So after stitching, this is what it's looking like. Both the front and the back is looking the same, no rough edges. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to measure my armhole. I'm going to place my tape and then measure round the armhole. So because I'm going to use this to cut my sleeves. So after measuring it, whatever I get there, I'm going to divide it by 2 and then fold my fabric to cut my sleeves. So after folding my fabrics, I'm going to divide my armhole by 2, and then that is what I'm going to use in cutting it. So the first thing I'm going to do, from that starting line, I'm going to come down by 3 inches, which is my cap height. To get your cap height, you divide your bust circumference by 12. So whatever you get, you mark there. So on that cap height, on that line, I'm going to mark my armhole divided by 2, and then I added extra 4 inches because I would want to make some pleats around the shoulder area of the sleeves. I hope you get what I'm saying. I'm going to show you while I sew this. So the next thing I'm doing is to mark the length of my sleeves, which is 26. So after that, that is just it for the cutting of the sleeves, and then here I am cutting the sleeves. After cutting this, I'm going to use this to cut the second sleeves. If this sleeves process is not detailed enough, I have a very detailed tutorial on how to cut your sleeves on my channel. I'm going to put the link on the description box so that you can go watch it if you don't understand this one here. So I'm going to place the first pattern on this fabric here, and then I'll cut the second sleeves. As you can see, this sleeves is going to be a puffy sleeves, and that's why I'm not marking maybe the roundness of my sleeves or anything. I'm going to attach an elastic at the end of the sleeves. So after cutting now, next thing I'm going to do is to fold the ends. I'm just going to fold it by like so, and after that I'm going to attach my elastic band. And to know the length of the elastic that you just need to measure around your wrist, and then whatever you get is what you use for the elastic. So I've gone ahead to do that and attach my elastic already, and then I'm now going to attach these sleeves to the main dress. And yeah, Easy peasy. So to attach my sleeves, I'm just going to place it like so. And then when I get to the shoulder area, before I get there, I'm going to start making some pleats. I'm going to start making some pleating, and then just to give it a little kind of touch around that area. And then after that, I'll continue sewing straight. And then afterwards, I'm just going to join the size. After joining the sleeve, I'll just join the size, and that is it for our dress. So as you can see, I went ahead to join my sleeves, and then I've closed the sides as well. As you can see, this is the little pleat I made around the shoulder area. So that is it for the video. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you in my next video. Bye.